Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make shamrocks using a charm pack. If you watched my flower tutorial, the basics of making shamrock are really similar. You can make these using any fabric that you have in your stash, but I wanted to use charm packs because I happen to have quite a few green ones. And so I designed this template that'll fit 4 circles on 1 charm square. And you can also use this with mini charms if you happen to have any of those. So I have my charm square and I have the template, and I'm just going to trace 4 of these circles onto the back. You're not going to see the edges, so I'm just using a regular pen. To make these, you're just going to need a hand sewing needle and some matching thread. This probably doesn't show up super well on the video, but I like to cut the thread so that it's longer than I actually need, and that way I can use the same thread to attach anything to the middle at the end. And make sure that you knot your thread at the end before sewing. To make these, you're going to fold the circle in half with the wrong sides together and sew a basting stitch along the edge. You're then going to gather it and then keep sewing into the next leaf without cutting the thread in the middle. Once you have your 4 leaves sewn together, you're going to do a couple more stitches around the circle to hold it together. Before cutting the thread, you'll want to decide what to do with the center of the clover. For flowers, it's an easy fix to just put a button in the middle because that makes it look more like a flower. But my problem with the clovers is that when you put a button in the middle, it just makes it look like a green flower, and that's not the look that I'm going for. If you like how that looks, that's definitely an option. If you like the button idea, you can try a few different designs and see what looks best. Another option would be to just glue something in the middle. For some reason, when I'm sewing, I just have this thing against using glue, but I think with the clover, it's actually going to be the best option. So I actually saved this little scrap that I cut out from the middle when I was cutting the circles, and I think I'm going to press under the edges so it has no raw edges showing, and then I'm going to use a hot glue gun and attach it to the middle. You also could wrap this fabric over a flat button, and that might be a little bit easier. And then you could tuck these under, glue them in place, and then actually stitch through the edge of the fabric here to tack it onto the clover. This piece is really small and it might be too small depending on what you want to do with it, but it would be a good way to use up this little scrap. So I have this like crappy old button. I don't even know why I have this on my button box because it looks like it was chewed on by a cat, and in my house that's probably what actually happened to it. So I'm going to put a dot of hot glue on the back of it, and I'm going to put it like this over the fabric and kind of fold the fabric quickly over top of it. So to make things easier on myself, I did put a little dot of glue on here to kind of hold this in place while I'm sewing. And then I'm going to tuck these under so they're not showing any raw edges. And I'm just going to kind of do that as I go along because I'm not going to be able to get them to all stay. So I still have my needle threaded from when I sewed the petals, and I'm just going to poke along here and sew this to the clover. So I'm just going to go back and forth between the button and the clover, just stitching them together so it's held nicely in place. So here's how that looks after sewing all the way around. And it does still look a little bit like a flower, but of the methods I've tried, this one definitely looks the least like a flower. So to me, I like this method. So when you're done with whatever you're doing in the center, you can go ahead and tie the thread off at the back of the project, unless you're going to be sewing something onto the back. You could attach one of those bar pin things on here to make it into a brooch, or I also have this little barrette that you can sew on. That would be a fun way to use these, or pretty much anything else you want to put on the back of it. A magnet would also work well if you attach that on the center. You can do pretty much anything you want with these. So I hope you have fun making these, and there's so many things you could do with them, so I would love to hear what you come up with. I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but I do have a download for this in my shop. It's a free download with the template and instructions on it, so you can make these the same size if you have charm squares. So have fun making these, and thank you for watching.